dead after drinking fracking fluid. In fact, some Pennsylvania residents living near a fracking area put a match next to the tap water and their water ignited because of all the methane gas that was in the water. You know that funny smell you smell when you walk or drive by a frog? Well, that's methane gas for you. 2. Earthquakes. Fracking is happening in California. As many of us know, California is prone to earthquakes. What many of us don't know is that fracking will make California even more prone to earthquakes. For example, the Inglewood oil fields are on a 7.0 seismic fault line, not an area you want to shake up. An earthquake scientist from Columbia University, who's been studying fracking and drilling for more than 40 years, says that any well that pumps stuff into the ground can cause earthquakes. In fact, in Ohio, an area not prone to earthquakes, nearly a dozen 4.0 earthquakes occurred last year, resulting in state officials closing 4 of these wells permanently. So just think about this. If fracking is potentially causing earthquakes in non-earthquake country, then why would you want to risk fracking in an area already known as the earthquake state? So here's a regulation is also essential, because right now there are no regulations regarding fracking and seismic faults. 3. What is happening in California right now? The fracking target in California right now by PXP, the oil company, seems to be Monterey Shale and the Inglewood oil fields. In the current area surrounding the Inglewood oil fields, there is current property damage due to homes cracking from underground drilling, a dog park that had to be closed due to oil and gas bubbling up from the ground, and a school that cannot fix a reappearing sinkhole. There are already some cancer clusters at the foot of those hills. It turns out that there has been unregulated drilling at the foot of those hills since 1924, endangering 3 of our major water sources, the Sisquoc, Salinas, and Armagosa rivers. Of course, oil companies such as PXP have released study results that find in their favor that they are engaged in, say, fracking. Of course they have, due to the money they stand to make from fracking. I and many other people already know this to be false. There is overwhelming evidence to the contrary. In a recent presentation to the public, PXP even went so far as to present diagrams showing drilling, fracturing routes down 6,000 feet below the water table. However, they conveniently failed to mention is that when gas travels up and leaks, because it will, as all prior research has shown, it will come back up our water table, 6,000 feet up into our residential neighborhoods. Conclusion, what can you do? Today I have prepared handouts that are on that table over there with a list of websites that you can access for more information about the dangers of fracking. We as people have rights. The environment has rights too. We must keep fighting to protect the environment and the laws set in place over the last century to ensure its welfare. For the past 50 years, fracking has been used and unregulated in California. It is estimated that more than 600 California wells were fracked in 2011 alone. Culver City is on the forefront of banning fracking. If successful, this will set a precedent for all of California, and it will help cases across the United States. Please, we need your help to defend your own right to clean air, clean water, clean soil, and clean food. We've had technology for clean energy for more than 30 years. The time to use it is now. Please, we need your help. We need your help now before the problem becomes even larger and before any more irreversible damage is done. You are now part of the percentage that understands what fracking is and what it does to us as humans and to our environment. Either fracking needs to be banned or companies need to find a safe way to do it, with state regulation. If we all talk about the problem, we can work to protect this precious environment that we live in. Please do this for yourself. We cannot keep doing this to the world we live in. Please remember, we do not own Mother Earth, we are just borrowing her for a short time. One big journey begins with a small step. I've just begun my journey and I will surely finish it. Let's work together to make a difference, for together we can. Now, the journey continues. Amen.